Gabriel, and this is my incident analysis presentation for the Throttly Bots version 3 investigation. Over the next 10 minutes or so, I will walk through the attack timeline, key findings from the logs. So from my observation, the Throttly was targeted by a phishing attack that delivered a malicious macro-enabled spreadsheet when opened by an employee. The attachment executed embedded malware extracted from a base64 encoded payload. This resulted in the execution of a malicious binary hdor.exe on the endpoint machine, fy.l, followed by an active network survey. So using Splunk Enterprise and 6 months log, I reconstructed the attack chain, identified the malware hash. So to show you how this was done, this is my VM. This is my Splunk Enterprise. So first, what is the full user agent string that uploaded the malicious link file to OneDrive? So to identify this agent responsible for the upload, I first filtered the BOTSv3 version 3 dataset for Microsoft 365 management API logs with workload equals to OneDrive, operation equals to file uploaded. Then I displayed the key, metadata, and located the events containing the malicious upload. So this is the query code. So I set my time range to all time. So when I search, I wait for my event to show. Then from observation, I view the events of each one of them, and I was able to find out that this was the malicious source file name bruceberry happy hour pix.ink. So this was the link. This was the link that made me to notice that this was malicious, the user agent string that uploaded to OneDrive. So I noted down. So I noted it down as this Mozilla 5.0 and Fedora 1.9. And so second, what is the name of the macro-enabled attachment identified as malware? So this was tricky. So for me to identify, I went through a series of queries, but to analyze the malicious attachments, I first filtered the SMP data from Splunk stream for alert themed subjects. Then what I did was that when I did this, I got the subject. So I came down to this code right here and I view events. So I copied it. So this code I copied, I was able to, I finally, after thorough search, I was able to decode this using CyberChef. So I got it as Throttly Berry Financial Planning FY29 draft.xlsm after I use CyberChef. So for the next, what is the name of the executable that was embedded in the malware? So to determine the embedded executable, I searched Simon's operation logs for activity referencing the XLSM malware file. And so this was my query, and when I search, I was able to look for this exe. So I note down the process to be this hxtsr.exe as the executable embedded in the malware because of this exe. And so, what is a password for the user that was successfully created by the user root on the on-premise Linux system? So I took the hint or query its login command execution as the Linux host HOTH. So to find the password used during unauthorized account creation, I search or query command execution logs on the Linux host hot for add user / user add command. So this was my query. My time range still all time. So I went straight to I sure test. So I look for my user add, then I came up with this. It was tricky, but I noticed that this was a password. I loved David Verve as my password. So 5, what's the name of the user that was created after the endpoint was compromised? So to identify the newly created window user, so I filter security event code 4720, which logs account creation to identify clearly. So the event clearly showed the attack created. So I go back to my query. And when I search, my source has the linked event log. Show all the information. So this was the name of the user, account name, since it showed that the user was created and the account name was SVC for this FYO done. So I note it as the username that was created after the endpoint was compromised. So next, what groups was this user assigned to? So to identify the group the user was assigned to, I also search and I got administration and user. Then to get the process ID, it was tricky. So I identified the process on the port. When I Googled it, I got 1337. So I query port report to the Linux host. So this was my query. So I got 14 as a PID. Then finally, to get the MD5 value, this was my query. So this is my MD5 value. So to get it, I extracted the MD5 hash of the malicious file, aside CMOS operation logs for the execution of htOOR.exe. So thank you very much.